Members of the public often ponder this question: how to reinstate a suspended license in Ontario. One of the first things that has to be determined is the accuracy of that assumption. Is the driver's license suspended? One of the first remedies that a person can take is to search the government website using your driver's license. You can do a very specific search to find whether or not it is suspended or not. If you find that your driver's license is suspended, or for whatever reason that website is not working for you, the alternative would be to attend directly any Service Ontario location with your driver's license in hand with that same question. Once we've determined, in fact, that the license is suspended, there's really, well, why did that happen? What's the cause of this? There are things that we'd need to look at and consider. One of the and probably the most common reason for a suspension of your driver's license would be an unpaid fine. It is a common thing to have happen. In a modern society, when we're all busy doing many things, it's something that, frankly, just happens. It's not an excuse, it just happens. And unfortunately, if it's gone unchecked or you've forgotten about it too long, you will be stopped by the police, and then there's a new charge called driving while license is suspended. But getting back to the main topic, which is the reasons for a suspended license, the next possibility would be a medical suspension. So there could be some medical procedure that has happened. There could be some medical event that has put you in a position where your driver's license is suspended and unfortunately you're not able to drive. If you are unfortunate and you've gone to court and a judge has decided that you are facing a mandatory driver's license suspension of a number of months or a year, that's another mechanism. So we've got unpaid fines, medical reasons, potentially court-imposed suspensions. There's also the MTO suspensions, which is, on a general license or a G license, you could be in a position where you've accrued so many points that you get a natural suspension, all right? Or you could be on a graduated license where it takes very few points and you end up having your license suspended. And then the final way that I can think of would be for child support reasons. If you are delinquent in paying your child support on time, or if you are in arrears, the Ontario government will suspend your driver's license. So those are the reasons for the suspension. So we want to determine, A, if you're suspended. Then you want to know exactly why you're suspended. Now, when you know those things, now you can look towards the remedy. What am I going to do about it? How am I going to deal with this? The obvious is the next step. If your fines are late, are unpaid, well, you need to pay those. That could be $100, that could be thousands of dollars, but in order to get your license reinstated, those need to be paid. Now, once you go to pay those fines, you'll find that there's a new thing called a reinstatement fee. So there's an additional charge to reinstate a suspended driver's license. So that too also has to be addressed at that time in order for you to get your driving privileges reinstated. The next step on a medical suspension is obviously if you've determined, you've gone this far, you've determined, well, I have a medical suspension, I'm not sure what I do here. Well, the next step is to talk to the doctor, who you may or may not know how that happened, but if you don't know, probably go to your family doctor and start asking some questions about that. Or if you're lucky enough, you know why it was a medical event or some sort of procedure, which may hopefully naturally expire. In any event, you need to look into that medically and find out what that's actually doing, okay? And usually there's a time period. It's usually months, to be frank, that you're going to be waiting for our medical system to get caught up to be in a position to say, okay, we find this guy is or gal is able to drive further at this point in time, and now you're in a position to pay a reinstatement fee on that particular license, and now you can continue to drive. The final area is for child support. If in fact you got behind on your child support, well, it's trite to say, but you're going to have to get caught up on those payments, get yourself out of arrears. Once that happens, you're in a position where you can go pay the reinstatement fee, and then you can get your driving license, your driving suspension removed so that you can continue to drive. There are lots of answers and lots of things to consider in this particular area. If you need help, if you're not sure, you're going to know what to do at the end of this video. One is get to that Ontario site, and you can look up your driver's license immediately, find out its status. Should give you the cause at that point in time. If you're still unsure and you need help, we're certainly here at all time to assist you with that.